everyone, I am back with another Let's Cosplay video, and this one is actually a part 2 to a video I made a couple of years ago. So in 2018, I made the first part, which shows you 5 helpful tools for cosplayers, and I am back with 3 more. So personally, I have found these 3 gadgets to be super helpful and pretty fun, but I do want to say that they are absolutely not necessary. It is completely optional if you purchase these or not. I just got them for myself because I love looking and trying new little tools and accessories that I think might make things a little easier for me, and these fit the bill on that. So with that said, let's take a look at what these are and what they do. So the first item I'm going to show you guys is this really cool little measuring gauge. So I got this from Hobby Lobby, and I will be putting links to everything down in the description, so be sure to check that out. This thing is awesome. I had actually looked at this a few times before actually purchasing it, because I kind of thought that it wasn't really necessary since I mostly use a small ruler, but sometimes the small ruler can just be a bit tedious to keep moving around, measuring out the right spot and marking it, whether you're doing hem allowance or seam allowance or anything like that. So I went ahead and grabbed one of these little guys while they had their stuff 50% off, and I adore it. This thing has so many different sides and so many different measurements. It takes out the guesswork completely. And honestly, I've used it for things other than just measuring the edges of fabric. I sometimes, when I'm sewing, move my needle around, and it's hard to use the built-in numbering system on the machine to know exactly how far of a distance my sewing needle is from the edge, if that makes sense. So I've been using this to kind of measure that out as well, and then stick my magnet sewing guide, which is shown off in the previous helpful tools video. And honestly, the tools are working together. Everything's working together. But yeah, this little guy is small, it's compact, it's quite thin, and I've really enjoyed using this. My second item I also got from Hobby Lobby, and it is this silicone holster. Now, this actually comes in different colors and different sizes. I just got this smaller one because I felt this would be perfect for like putting pins and scissors and rulers and things like that in. They do make one that's good for like hot glue guns and hot glue sticks and all of that. They're super cool. I honestly will probably get more of these, but basically the back part has this like silicone area that sticks to your work surface, your work table, anything like that, and it hangs off of the side. So that allows you to free up more of your working space by putting your tools and anything like that in one of these guys and just kind of getting it out of the way. It also has holes down there in the bottom, so it's a bit aerated, which would make it really easy to clean, I think, and just really helpful in case you do use it for hot glue and maybe it drips a bit. I haven't used mine for that. I don't really stick a hot glue gun in this one. I would get the one specific for a hot glue gun. But yeah, so far I've used mine to throw my X-Acto blades, my rulers, my pencils, pens, brushes, all of that in here, and it is just so helpful. I've had no issues with weakness on the grip either, and I've used it quite a bit, but I'm pretty sure with silicone like this, if it does start getting dirty or a weaker hold, you just use like a wet paper towel or something to clean it off and it will stick again. So really simple little accessory, but very useful. I'm actually pretty surprised that I got all of that in one take. Normally I stumble over my words or stutter or say something that makes no sense whatsoever, so hopefully when I rewatch that clip I don't hate it because I'm not redoing it. Moving on to our third and final item for the video. This is something that I think a lot of people already know about, but it was kind of new to me, and this was my first time really using them, and I love them. So they are these heat erasable pins. So I actually have pins and markers. This is definitely something I would recommend if you do get them and use them. Try it out on a piece of scrap fabric first before marking up your actual project fabric. But essentially you can just mark on your fabric anything you want. Darts, seam allowance, I don't know, whatever markings you might need to make, and then with an iron, a hair dryer, something like that, the ink disappears just with a little bit of heat. It is so useful because normally I was using like colored pencils or chalk or just something messy like that, and this just takes all of the work out of that. So I got this package from Amazon, and it came with 3, a pink one, a blue one, oh I'm sorry, it came with 4, I'm blind, a pink one, blue one, black, and white. The white is awesome because if you're using dark fabrics, the other colors obviously are not going to show up. And not only did it come with the pins itself, it came with 2 refills of each pin. So again, all the links will be down in the description. None of this is like an ad or anything. I'm just really excited about these pins. I've currently been using them for some like embroidery projects I've been working on, and I just mark on the canvas, do my embroidery, and then I just hit it with a hairdryer and the ink just disappears from beneath the project. You don't have to wash anything to get it to go away. You don't have to like brush at it or get a wet paper towel or anything to remove it like you do with chalk or that other stuff. So I'm loving these. I do have markers as well, but I have found that the markers don't, you know, and I've only used it on canvas for my embroidery, but the markers don't fade as easily as the pins do. The pins, hairdryer, couple seconds on high heat, gone. Again, I will reiterate though, please do test this on like a scrap piece of your permanent fabric, because you don't want to be sitting there marking everything up and then you hit it with a hairdryer and it doesn't disappear. I don't know all the ins and outs of these, so I don't know if there are specific fabrics they don't work with. Maybe silks, maybe chiffons, things like that. I'm not sure, so please just test it out, okay? So yes, quick and easy and simple little video for you guys this time, showing off 3 of my new favorite little accessories and fun little toys for when I'm crafting my costumes. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have tried any of these, if you have any of these, or if maybe you're thinking of getting some of them. Also let me know if you have other little fun gadgets or toys or accessories or whatever that you like using, because I may want to check those out. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!